Okay, we live? We're live. Second stream. I think we're gonna do this more consistently on Thursdays. I think we've had to talk it over with the wife for what day works best to do consistently, and I think it's gonna be Thursday at like 10 a.m. Maybe I'll do 11. I'll decide before next Thursday. We got some more stuff there. Let's see here. Oops. Okay. All right. We're live. This took longer than I hoped it would have. StreamYard gave me a lot of grief on this. Yeah, I'm using the free plan, so you can expect it to be a little lackluster. I've used the paid plan before for a work thing, and it was pretty nice, which is why I'm using it now. But yeah, the free plan leaves something to be desired, which is why they made it free. Anyways, let's get into it. If you didn't catch the last stream, I'm making a racing game, and I have too much stuff up here. Where is my... No, not you. There. Here we go. No, not that. That's not what I'm looking for. And I made it full screen. It's the problems that game devs deal with, guys. Just accidentally making their stuff full screen and trying to get by with with free use software that is somewhat lacking. So, yeah, let's do this. Yeah, let's just see what we got here. Watch you work the room. Now here is where the full screen helps us. Oh baby. Every smile we're gonna get a big track just so you can see what we're working on. I've seen the trip before. I really gotta make some better named tracks. These are just the ones that me and my brothers made quickly. Oh yeah. Okay, so this is what we worked on last time, and in between, there's only been a couple of days. I've got the engine effects working. You can see that much more clearly now. Okay, so yeah, you can see we've got the particle effects coming up off of the tail engines there. It looks all right. I think I may actually reduce it to just 1 and try to make the base circle a little bit brighter. I think that might actually look better because the cross pattern is not really doing it for me. Oh yeah, okay, this feels good. Same old script, same hands, different stage. I could read the ending from the very first page. I understand that looks a little buggy. The break, I'm not sure if that might be a bug or a feature more than a bug. When you hit the brake, you drift. And if you just... Actually, maybe I should take that feature off while you're sitting still. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Oh, jeez. Alright, let's get a decent time and get it to work. Oh, that red line looks so cool. The audience cheering, going crazy. If you're wondering on the handprint, I actually, for that, because it looks very realistic, I actually just took a picture of my hand and then imported into Pixel Studio, which I would show you if I weren't using my phone as a camera. I actually do all my pixel art on the camera there, or on the phone there. So you can actually hear the songs now because we upgraded our stuff. Jeez. I get into a yellow cab when a man out of no calls and takes the opposite seat. He reaches out a hand at me and says, and then I just slowly took away from that drawing of my hand. That's why I crashed. You guys can see it. Not because I accidentally grinded against the wall too much. I totally flubbed it. Okay, I'm better than this, I promise. 45 seconds. Okay, I gotta get one good lap before I go. And this song is freaking good. Okay. Come on. I'm not gonna do my best to see Oh, he's gonna do that 45-second lap. You can do better than that. Actually, what is the record on this? I think it's only like 30 seconds. I mean, it's a terrible time, but not the worst. 30 seconds. Yeah, that's not the worst. For being live on a giant screen, which is surprisingly difficult. I can't see my meter up in the top corner now that I've got a big TV. Crap. Come on. 36 seconds. You know what? I will take that. And actually, let's see. I gotta get ship select. Today, I'm gonna get ship select going. Let's just do that. Because I can't choose which ship I'm gonna get. It just randomly assigns it. So there's the same one. We're gonna lose the audience. I'm just gonna go quick. Yeah, okay, so here's one of the other ships. You can see I added the new model with all the spikes and stuff. The Razor, this one looks way better now, and all 4 engines are animating, which is awesome. Okay, and the last one, that one was already working, you guys saw it last time, but let's see if we can get it to pop up. New. Come on, this is the coolest one. By that it means the newest one. Come on. No. Okay, we gotta get this. There it is. I think it's a bigger model since it's got all those greebles on it. So it feels good. And the code now programmatically adds those engine effects. So we're in good, like we can put any ship, I can make more ships, and as long as I name the engine part correctly, then it'll show up with an animating engine, which is awesome. So we're going to finish that, see if we can add some color. What do we want to do? We want to get rid of the crosses, add the speed up, and add some color. Look at that, we're smoking now. That's awesome. Okay. How far are we? Okay, all right. Let's see. So we want... what do we want here? Yeah. Okay. So we now want to grab Claude. Okay. What did I say to him last? Okay, so I fixed all of this since I set that. So I changed the models around and fixed the error. If anyone was watching last week, it was earlier this week, but if you want to know what the error was and why that's going on the way it is, or what happened, how I fixed that, because if you're watching this, maybe you want to do game dev. Anyways, you're obviously not watching now because this is only my second stream and I haven't advertised this to anyone. So, yeah, no one is watching. But maybe you'll watch in the future. And if you want to know what happened, what I did. So, the ships, the models had different... I have the iPad right here. So, the models themselves had different... here we go. Engine blocks. So you can see we've got the ship here. And it's got those different circles that do the cool colors for the engines. And the problem we were running into was I had them mirrored. So I had them, so there was a mirror object. So there's technically only one engine object. And then it was mirrored to the other side. So the other side looked identical. And it was also mirrored down so that we had 4 of those. That was actually the most complicated one. So when I went to put in the thing, I knew they had to be different for each engine. So I went and I split them and named them, but each split off object took the positional identity of the first object. So all that was happening was all 4 animations were showing up in the same place. So what we decided to do was to, I don't know why I just showed you that while on this screen. My gosh, let's do this. I don't know why it does that. That's kind of dumb. Jeez. Yeah, that is kind of dumb. Oh, well. Now you can see. Boom. There's the ship. Much better. Much better. Yeah, so each object was inheriting the position of the original object. So what I ended up doing was, because, things like Blender, I don't know how to use Blender that well. I use Nomad because it's amazing for sculpting. Again, sculpted all of these little guys out in Nomad. Little diver dude. Oh, geez. All of these, I think they look awesome. I think they're very cool. Sculpted them from scratch there. Just cool looking. No two ways about it. Better for sculpting than Blender, period, hands down. And it works on the iPad, so you can sculpt on the train, you can sculpt the car if someone else is driving, which I frequently do. I love to work on projects while we're going places. But what was I saying? Oh, it's not as good for the very distinct technical differences. So it didn't inherit the position. What I ended up doing is I deleted my other 3 objects, and I took this one, and I took its X value that had put it over here, and I just put a minus in front of it. I duplicated, put a minus in front of it, so I actually had to move it over. But because it was in a mirrored position, it worked for that. All I had to do was subtract the values because I wanted them perfect, I didn't want it to be just, sort of in the vicinity of the, the tube that had the engine coming off of it. I wanted it to be exactly in the same position for each one. So did that programmatically, re-imported the assets, and that's how we got that fixed. It was just a small thing, and I took way too long to explain it. But getting used to streaming, so let's see. Okay, I changed the models around and fixed the error. Everything is engine is on and working. We are also streaming again to no one again. If this continues, get help. No one again. To no one again. Okay, so yeah, you need help. Okay, I changed the models around, fixed the errors. Flat animation rather than the 3 crossing ones. Can we comment out the 2 vertical ones and try to add some color? Okay, second is true. The algorithm is just biding its time. If you start whispering conspiracies about the engine empties, then I'll get help. Okay, design pivot. Let's make sure we have it right before we change things. Kill the 3 cross vertical planes on the flame trail. Keep the disk. Add a coloring tint. That's not what I want, but that's okay. The other kill the crossed vertical planes, but keep the flat plane just oriented differently, like a single 2D flame sprite, not disk. Okay. And color. For both A and B, we can add color via modulate, simple white flame texture plus tint color, colored flame. No shader needed. Wow. We could hard code a color into the script. For orange, for blue, expose it as export so you can tune the inspector. Per ship colors. Yeah, okay. We want, and actually let's double check this real quick. This engine base, engine flame. Okay. Let me clarify. We have one engine base and 3 engine flames. I want 1 engine base and 1 engine flame. And we just comment out the 2 extras. So only the that lays flat is there, is visible. Man, I hope I'm just nervous and I don't type this slow in real life. I feel like I type a lot faster in real life. It's just, you're on camera, you know? Okay. So, as far as engine colors, colors. each ship 2 colors, 1 for normal fly. Oh. Two colors, 1 for normal flight, and 1 for when the boost is hit. As a side note, the boost right now, you can just hit the boost infinitely. I'm going to change that so that it's you have to build up a boost and then use it. So it'll be more of a type of thing. Okay, let's give each ship 2 colors, 1 for normal flight and 1 for when the boost is hit. It would also be cool if we could change the intensity of the coloring as you speed up. Intensity as you speed up. God. Okay, so we keep 1. I cut the 2 extra vertical planes from the cross pattern and on colors, 2 colors per ship with intention. It's a great design. Each ship gets identity. Boost feels powerful and speed feels alive. Easy to do. That's great news. Okay. Which ship gets which colors? Very good question. Okay, let's do this. Okay, but as a side note, I'm looking at the ship colors that I put in there because I kind of liked them. So let's do Razor. Okay, actually really quick, let's do A equals normal, B equal, oh geez, B equals boost. Razor, A is baby blue. Icy blue. No, baby blue is better. Icy blue will be too white. B, what's a good counter? I need a color palette here. Give me a color wheel. Okay. Okay, so we want complementary colors. So orange. That'll look good. B. We go orange. Razor. Let's look at the other ships. The Maelstrom, purple. A is purple. B is what's kind of yellow. Would yellow look? Blue, yellow. So it's going purple, and then we hit boost. Yellow would look good. Yeah. Yellow. And then the Viper, our first ship, has red engines. And I mean, we could just follow the trend and go green, but that's Christmas. Let's break it and go blue. Yeah, feels good. Except, let's change the razor and let's swap these. Orange to baby blue. Deep blue. Okay. Okay. Let's see if we can get the colors and then worry about the gradient. Don't need you anymore. Okay. Palette choices. Yeah, okay. 3 things. Yeah, attach jet line to engines. Kill the loop over 3 angles. Just make the one for 0. Okay. Player controller. Wait a second. Player ship controller, which is this file. Find that, and we are going to replace it with this. And oh boy, it's a big block. V. All right. I have more screen. Let's do that. There's that. Now, man, we're barely on screen here. Let's do that. Yeah, that works better. Okay, so we got that. Yeah, replace with that. Just out of curiosity. Okay, and we commented out the old cross planes. Cool. Add a color table. Find the constraint section near the bottom. We want to take that and we want to replace it with jet flame colors and whole. Okay, so he's just okay. Whatever. All right, let's see if that worked. Honestly, if this works, I think I may just hop right over and do the ship selector, because that will be such a nice change. And the window resizer. Let's race. Should be obvious very quickly. Ooh. Okay, we don't have any change with the boost. But it is orange, which I believe is what we wanted. Burn the air, burn the road, burn the sky. Red. Okay, the red looks good. Okay, let's race. Oh, please give me the ship I want. Nope. I was lucky I got 2 different ones the first time. Hey, there it is. I kind of like it, but there's that line. You guys can see that. The line on it. Where it's right. Yeah, that line where they intersect. I don't love that. I don't know what to do about that. Because I think I like this better than the cross, but don't know that I like it better overall. Maybe if I make this circle opaque, I just make it an actual hard circle with wavering designs and patterns. That way, if that phases through it, it shouldn't change it at all. Because I think that line we're seeing is just where it is crossing. Because that one's semi-opaque and the next one's semi-opaque. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We're going to go back to Claude. That looks sick and nasty. I love it. But we aren't getting the... What aren't we getting? Color change on boost. It's just the one on color the whole time. Unless, did he give me more code that I was supposed to put in? Heck yeah. Sick nasty is the goal. Now let's make the boost feel like a punch, right? The boost color is loaded in the table, but nothing is reading it yet. The current code only... Okay, so it didn't actually do that yet. Each flame stores a normal color, boost color. Each frame... Change 1. Store both colors per frame. Per flame. Okay. Okay, that works. Okay, so we're going to take both now. Oh, man. You know, the downside to a huge screen, and even though huge screens are awesome, is this action. Oof, too much soda. Where you're going across the screen, it takes way longer to do. So highlighting that much text is just slightly more arduous. I complain as this thing writes all of this for me. Again, some people might not love that. I don't know. I don't have a problem with it. People get all up in arms about AI. This is writing this whole thing for me. Yeah, but frankly, I wouldn't do this if I didn't have a hand, you know? If I didn't have help. I love making games. I love game ideas and stuff like that, but I'm not in for adding another full-time job to my work. I just can't do it. You know, I can't wait 8 years on, you know, what part-time work I can get away from work and family. Like if you look at game devs for the past find this function. Apparently a little wrong. to take up until flame sprite texture. Yes, whole thing. Oh yeah, you look at game devs and it's like all these either single dudes or usually dudes without kids. So a lot of times it's like kids in school that are game devs, and you look and it's like single dudes, or if they get older, it's like, yeah, they got married, but then they had a bunch of cats, and yeah, and they made a game on the side, and they're like, I worked so hard, and I worked my job, and then I worked on making my game, or I quit my job and my wife worked some, and I just made my game because I was passionate about it. And it's like, what about for the guys that are going to provide for their kids? They have kids that they must provide for. They're going to provide for them come hell or high water, but they also want to make a game. I will cheat in any way possible for this that is still legal and ethical. And while some people get their panties in a pinch, I think it's remarkably ethical. I wish people didn't talk about it so much, or more. I just wish people were excited about it, because I'm excited about it. Even the AI like art and videos thing, as someone who makes, some art, I'm still excited about it. And you know why? Because the Star Wars movies sucked. The new ones, they were so bad as someone who loves Star Wars. Yeah, so the Star Wars movies were terrible. With the, what is it called? A New Hope Mark II. What was it? The Force Awakens, was that it? Yeah. Then the Jedi Strikes Back, and I don't even remember anymore. They were so bad. I could quote most of the original trilogy and the prequel trilogy. I grew up on the prequel trilogy. People who hated on it before are singing its praises now because the new stuff was so bad. And I don't think it's going to be like, oh, they'll be singing the new stuff's praises when we get other garbage. No, it's such bad garbage. Anyways, this is why I'm excited about AI, because eventually we'll get to the point where some kid in his basement with a decent rig will be able to just be like, will be able to plot out the movie 7, 8, and 9 the way they should have been, the way that the lore and the best of the books had it, a way that actually fits Luke's arc, a way that actually fits the story. Some guy will come up with that, and then we'll go to AI. Great, he came up with the story. What can he do without $1 billion to make it? Maybe he's got a nice computer rig. He goes and for free, just because for passion and for the love of the game, he creates Star Wars, but good. And he can just do that because he has the capacity to do that. And then I can just watch it. As long as he doesn't sell it, it's not illegal, I think. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure if you make stuff as fan projects, you don't sell it, you don't get any monetary, stuff from it, I think it's legal. And I think Disney is terrified of that because really they don't make anything good anymore. It would be great if they still made good stuff. They made the best stuff at one point, and I can't think of anything they've made that was good in a while. I don't know that I can think of anything that was good that they made since Stan Lee died. He was the only thing holding that thing together. Stan Lee died and everything went to crap. George Lucas signed a deal that was much worse than Stan Lee's and just essentially sold his baby because he got no control over it. And it was just terrible. And someday, someday soonish, some kid is just going to be able to write an amazing prompt, an amazing script, an amazing whatever else, and just make Star Wars, and the movie will come out with slightly aged Luke making his way through a galaxy that hates him, fighting off the remnants of the Empire, trying to reestablish the Republic. This whole, it would be so cool. We could get the old Republic stories, which were so cool. Armies of Jedi versus armies of Sith. It's just such a, it's cool. It's freaking cool. Is what it is. And you know what? We don't have it, and we can't have it because Disney owns the rights, and they're the devil. They do terrible things all of the time, and they hate you. They hate me. Like, Disney hates me as a person, and just even if their media was good, which it isn't, it's not worth watching stuff from someone who hates you. Someday, a kid who likes me, who thinks that I'm cool, will be able to make that, and will be able to make it so it's something that I can enjoy. And I long for that day. I will relish that day. So, we've dreamed since we first thought of thinking machines, of robots taking over the world. Like, it was one of the first things we were like, let's make a thinking machine, and it will enslave us. And it's just the first thought we had. It's obviously the first thing we go to now because our media has been so engrossed. I don't know. Maybe it won't. Maybe they'll be like the computer or the printing press or the assembly line. We were able to get stuff so much easier and so much cheaper because it's like, we lost so many jobs because, not everyone is shoveling poop. It used to be there was always work for someone to shovel poop. And we lost so many jobs because now we invented stuff that fixed it, or spinning by hand. We invented a sewing machine, and now we don't need as many people spinning by hand. And then we invented the computer, and it's like, well, what's going to happen to all those people who write out the numbers and keep books on that? You could replace 10 of them with one computer. What are these fancy new finagled computing machines? And it's like, well, we're going to, each time there's been this panic. And I understand there will be growing pains, there will be difficulties, there will be unforeseen consequences, but I don't think it's the apocalypse. I think it's just going to make stuff cheaper and easier and awesomer than it was before. And we'll get some downsides. Like, Facebook was a downside to the internet. Online porn was a downside to the internet. Like, these things were downsides to the internet, things that were not good. YouTube used to be a good thing. I understand I'm using it, and it's now a downside to the internet. It's a dark place of high censorship where they act like a platform, even though they claim or they act like a publisher, even though they claim the legal rights of a platform. So they get the legal protections as if they're not censoring and curating their content creators. So they're able to get that legal protection and bank that while they screw over their content creators. It's dishonest, it's disingenuous, and it's the downside to the internet. Everyone was worried about the internet, but all in all, I think it's a good thing, in spite of Facebook and porn and YouTube. But I repeat myself. There's terrible stuff on here that's marked for children. But I think there will be downsides. Actually, porn will be one of the downsides to high-end AI. That is rough. I'm not sure how to fix that one any more than I'm sure how to fix online porn as is. I think we should regulate it more. I think we should be not okay with it as a society. But it is what it is, and that'll be a problem with AI. But there will be a lot of good, I think. Like this soundtrack, which I couldn't have recorded. Okay. Sorry, guys. That was a long rant. All right, moment of truth. Oh! Okay, you know what? That's good enough for now. I will fix this later. I think I'm going to play around with the assets, and that'll just take some trial and error. But that looks freaking good. Oh, and it does change color too as you get faster. Some of you might have been reading that message, but I didn't read a lot, so I didn't see that. Oh, baby. Okay, I want to see the other. Except I can't. Let's do that next. No flow, no stop. All right. looks good, feels good. There is more that I want to do with this, but for the moment, let's do some housekeeping. Oh, geez. We want the window to the display window shows up really small, and I have to resize it every time. Every time. Every time. Available space. And we need a ship picker. So we can select which ship we want to use. I have some images for this, but let's get functional picker. Actually, maybe it'll be just as easier to just as easy. And use when it's working. And then let's find those images, shall we? Because we have them. Ship outlines. There they are. The Viper. The Maelstrom. The Razor. Yeah, those look sick. And I fixed the issues with them. Yeah, this one looks so much more detailed. Like if you look at the first and the last, it's like, ooh, that's different. I might have to... I'm just not sure where to add stuff to this first one. Like it's simple, yeah, but it's... I don't know. It's solid. It looks beefy. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. Let's do this thing. Actually, no, we want the whole folder. And not that way. Okay. So we want HUD system, probably. Oh, hey, I already added them. That way we can tell them where it's at. Okay, we got way above. Okay. Good call on the pivot. 2 clean, well-scoped tests that aren't going to compound the technical debt. Wrong. Display window size. A few possibilities for what display window means. The actual game window when you press play opens small on your back, and you have to resize it every time. Inside the game. Something else in the editor. Most likely A. Oh, hey. So let's just do that. Let's go to project settings, maybe editor settings. And we want... that's unfortunate. Project settings. I've lost it. Display window size. Display. Maybe it's not this one. Is the project settings change? Okay, yeah, project settings. I was in the wrong spot. So, display, window size, default size. Okay. Okay. First of all, let's just make this bigger. Let's make that 800, 1200. Primary screen. And what did Claude say? Default width, height, plus mode. Maximum, okay. Initial screen 0, resizable, borderless, always on top. Extend to title, no focus, sharp corners, keep screen on. Embed shadows, stretch. Allow HDPI, handled, VSync, iOS 4. Okay. Let's just do this. Ship picker. Let's see real quick. That is better. Very setup. Mode track. I get into a yellow cab when a man I don't know comes and takes the just gonna let that play for a second. Okay. He reaches out a hand at me and says in a bland tone, boy, it's such a pleasure to meet you. My name is Mr. No One. Going nowhere. But you can call me Mr. Nowhere, and I'll call you down. And when he sleepwalks and when he sleepwalks, he says he dreams of the prettiest things. And when he speaks up and tries to reach out, assets. Like an empty hand, Mr. Nowhere. The ship picker to be between track and laps, and we want it to have arrows like mode and laps. Whatever shit is selected be displayed to the side of the menu. Should be resizable with the window, so it isn't cut off.
I stumble home again and I'm humble tired. I mumble, I've gotta stop doing this one thing for me. I sit down at the mirror and watch it come clear. Mr. No, I take the opposite seat across from me now. I can't believe
the buttons aren't resizable, and that is fine. We don't need them to be. Do want the arch to be.
He's got empty promises and empty pockets and an empty heart, soul and nowhere left to go. Mr. Nowhere Man!
Moton.
He's running around the wheel no faster than me. And Mr. Nowhere Man!
Pretty sizable. That's a bit longer. You ever hear that quote of, sorry, this is... what was it? It was like, if I had more time, I would have written less. It's like it takes more effort to get your words across with less words. I think it was Mark Twain who said that. It was Michael Jordan that said Danny is the best ever. Okay.
Turnstiles clicking, seats are full. Every face is blank and cool.
And it's
Screens are selling what I
a bit better. But
can you feel the heat of the spotlight? Can you feel the thundering bass line?
is there it fill the available lane? That way it will work on other devices. This is a lesson for anyone who wants to do game dev from my 0 viewers at the moment. Wow. Close task. Windows scene first. Quick. Okay. Build a screen. Display window size. You can set mode to several options. Right now it's window. To fix that. Maximize mode.
Bring it back, they want more. That's what the ticket was for. I didn't choose this stage.
They built it around me. I didn't choose this stage. I just watched it surround me.
This is for you. This is for me.
All right.
This what you paid to say.
Edge of your seats. Feed the machine. Okay. I gotta stop this. As much as I love this soundtrack. Project settings. Right at the right spot. Now we want to see windowed. Do we want to do, oh, it sounds like my kid just peed their pants. That's awesome. As a side note, I'm not a terrible dad. I'm taking the kids after this. Oh, but I'm a little glad I didn't get that one. Maximized? Yeah, all right. That sounds, yeah, that's probably right. It says that's right. It's probably right. Let's see if it worked. Boom. Oh, that totally worked. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, as a side note, you guys haven't seen this yet. This is the track workshop.
When a man I don't know comes and takes the opposite seat. He reaches out a hand to me and says in a bland tone,
make a track, save it, and erase it, and it'll add to your list, which I think is so cool.
Going nowhere, but you can call me Mr. Nowhere, and I'll call you down. And when he sleepwalks and when he sleep talks, he says he dreams of the prettiest things. And when he speaks up and tries to reach out, he pulls back an empty hand. Mr. Nowhere Man runs his mouth and hopes nobody out there will see that Mr. Nowhere Man has got appointments he knows that he can't keep. He's got empty promises.
Here's where it gets tricky. Actually, that worked. You know, surprisingly, I kind of like that. I'll make it better later, but I'm going to save that. Hell yeah. That keep the city alive, and when he sleepwalks and when he sleep talks, he says we'll build it, which always skips the song. We just listen to this one. Oh, look at that. Oh, and it goes lighter as you go. Oh, jeez, that's too sharp. Okay. We do want to improve that transition. As a side note, the green line will not be there later on. This is a good cheat that you guys can have. There's the red line, obviously. I added the green line in and to make it invisible later, but it just puts it roughly halfway throughout the track, and it's a point that you have to pass in order to activate the finish line again, so you can't just loop around the finish line. So look at green line right there. Okay, I'm not going to just play this forever. Okay, so yeah, that's just a fun side thing. That's a technical, you know, it worked. It worked for us, so some of those things you got to figure out as you go. Windowed and full screen. Ship picker. All right. Nope. I want my terminal. Gonna grab that scene. Oh, it wants the whole scene. That is gonna be huge. You can't see this part because I figured it's probably best not to show you my personal terminal. I don't know if that's dangerous, but I figure better safe than sorry. But who's to know? All right. There's that. And oh, I guess I could have grabbed that too. Oh well. Yes, they are all PNG images and those things. Okay, so that should run now, and theoretically we'll get a ship picker. So yeah, I mean, to my 0 viewers, and if anyone watches this in the future, which is the hope, first off, go buy my books and products and stuff. Go to plotfatherpublishing.com. That would be a cheap shot. I like that. Oh boy. There's that toddler. I might have to finish this step and wrap it up for today. Ship constraints near the top. ID, Viper, images. Cool. Cool. Okay. Add shipping. As a side note, we do not have 3-way battles or 4-way battles yet, but they will be there. Modes enabled. True, false. Okay, we're gonna go to uh-oh. That would be the very in need of a nap child. Okay. Oops. Okay, what file? Race setup. Okay. So we want scenes, except we don't want those ones. Oh, mother of mercy. Important thing as well. Here we go. Race setup in scenes. Okay, important thing for coding. Keep your files organized. For the love of all that is holy, keep your files organized. My word. Because this started as like 6 to 10 files, and now we've got like 30. The only reason we can keep them, I can find what I'm looking for is I've got the, oh, what is it? It's race scene. It's going to be in scenes. Okay, so that's there. Change to update, add, update build UI, add ship row. Okay, that. Find this, and we're going to replace it, whoa, with that. The buttons. Update the build arrow row. I should find V and replace the entire function. Out of curiosity, what are we doing different here? V. What did we do different? Getter on right, on left, Y position, row, kind, is mode, bool. Huh. Then find this. V. And replace with this. Okay. Oh, boy. Okay. It's these big changes that make me feel like I'm not doing a lot of work. With the small fine-tuning stuff, I can do a lot with it, but there's just too much to do to understand all of this. Like, this would have taken days. Doing this on the side, this would have taken a week to do. But you know, it's exciting that you can just do it. Okay. Oh, full screen. Beautiful. That is way too big an image. Oh, but that is cool. That is really cool. Okay, we're gonna... This should be resizable. Okay.
Lights are green, I don't care. Burn the grid, burn the air, burn the road.
That is so cool. And actually, let's see if it works. We got the razor. Hold on. Did that not work? I was supposed to get the razor. Viper, razor, maelstrom. Let's go for maelstrom. Okay. Razor.
Watch it fall.
Am I crazy, or did I have the razor selected the first time? There's video evidence, but I can't go back and see it yet. Viper. Oh, no, okay, that's wrong. I had the Viper selected, it went to that. Razor. I just happened to be getting them. Okay, it is not the engine selector is there, but it's not. It's still just doing a random ship. Okay, that's good to know. So the image is too big. Okay, test run the game. Main menu. Let's race. Verify the ship now appears between the track and laps. Click the rows. Just resize the window. Image is resized with it. Pick ship. Start the race. Console should print what should. Okay, but it's not. Will still be random. That's the next step. Okay. Where is the knob? That determines the image size. I'm guessing percentage of screen or something. It is way too big. From that, it all worked great. So, show me that knob and what am I doing? Show me that knob and no, I'm starting to fade a bit. Okay, we got this. Show me that knob. And to the next step. Jump to the top of that for some reason. And then builder ship preview. Knob is image size. That. Okay, anchor. Anchor top. 30 and 70. Makes the image take up 30% of the width times 40% of the height. How do you figure? Okay, whatever. We'll give it a shot. Oh, okay. How to tune from here. All four numbers are 0 to 1. Okay, that makes sense. 0 to 1, representing screen percentage. Anchor left spans 65% to 95% horizontally. Oh, image spans 30% to 70% vertically, 40% of the height. So if you increase the number, okay, that makes sense. If you increase the numbers, or if you increase the bottom number, it squishes it because it's in between those two spots. Interesting. Okay, very cool. And let's go grab the player manager. Oh man, I'm starting to lose steam, guys. Not the gaming platform, just energy. So we're gonna do this, and we are gonna call it. Wow, that is not a big file, which I suppose is good news. Option V. There's that, and let's run it. Let's run it. What are you going to do if you can't run it? Oh, clean, easy structure. Or clean structure, easy to retrofit. Why, thank you. All right, player manager. Ooh, crap. Where is player? Oh, it's in player. B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, player manager. Find. Oh, no. Oh, no, it's not in there. Oh, jeez. Maybe this will be. Okay, okay. So I got something a little wrong. That's okay. That's all right. I'll pull down your underwear. I don't care. Okay. Ship name. Okay, to ship name. And then I got to get out of here. Oh, we're getting rid of that entirely. Okay. All right, let's give that a shot. In Godot. Or Godot, if you're nasty. Okay, let's race. Still very far away. I'll workshop that.
You're so
Start.
good at this. Every smile a door, every word a gift. I've seen the trick before.
Hey, working so far.
Since you walked in, cut through the static, cut through the sound.
Oh yeah.
Pretty as hell. I know your secrets.
Oh, that's looking good. Okay, so we got it. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Okay, now here's a question.
Take your time, I'll wait. I'm in no rush.
That with 2 players.
You're still setting up.
Okay, second player still chooses a random ship.
Same old script, same hands, different stage.
I'm gonna add that. As a side note, the reason I did it this way, for those of you watching at home that still aren't watching at home, oh, I need to replace this image. I fixed those, but I didn't upload them to Godot. Okay, the reason I did it this way is ideally I'm going to, so we get versus 2-player going, and I want to put the other ship on this other side, and ideally I want to get up to 4-player split screen, which is going to take a bit of a structural change, because I'm going to need, right now it's keyboard is player 1, controller is player 2. And if you were to add another controller, it would still control player 2. And if you have a controller and you're only playing 1 player, keyboard or controller will control player 1. So that's hard-coded, not a good design. But I got it to work really quickly. So I'm going to have to structurally redesign that so that you assign controllers to P1 and P2. Once I do that, then I can add 3-player, 4-player matches. So then ideally what I do is we'll have, you know, player 1, player 2, player 3. And I'll have them select their ships that way. So that'll be cool. That'll be really cool. But yeah, it looks like player 2 is still randomly selecting the ship. And I think it looks like it's got to be different from yours. Oh, and that's what I wanted to do. Let's choose a cool ship. And then we just made the Shell Yeah track. And it's now in our thing, which is cool. Man, didn't make it. Yeah, again, you can just boost forever right now. That will change for the final release. I actually have another bar all set up to be in the left corner. Bar, by bar I mean these HUD elements that are here and here, and you can see the levers and stuff. Unfortunately, you can't actually see, because my face is right here, you can't actually see a really cool, it's like the Star Wars tracking thing from the trenches. I swear, I'm gonna get sued from Disney just for how much I mentioned Star Wars. Please don't sue me. I don't like you, but I also don't want to get sued by you. But I have good justification. They have ruined all of my favorite childhood properties. Oh no, that's too much. These gentle turns are my nemesis. I should have done this first. This would have been so much easier to test all of the engine stuff and engine colors and whatnot. If I could just pick my shit. Okay, the controller thing is going to be kind of boring. I'm going to start streaming on Thursdays. Oh, yeah. 39 seconds. I will take. Okay, so I'm going to start streaming on Thursdays. I'm going to try to do the controller thing in between now and this next stream, because that is going to be very boring. I don't want to do it, but I need to do it. So... Every cop out. That's what it is. Anyways, what was I saying? So I'm going to try to do that before the next stream, so that I can do something cool like 4-player or something like that. Granted, I only have 2 controllers that'll work on a Mac, which means oh no, poor babies. Okay, I gotta go take care of babies, but yeah, ideally I'll get this working so that I'll get that working by next week, so that you guys aren't on for the really boring part, because that's going to be just a lot of the copy and paste into code takes a while, and it's not a lot of testing in between either. It's just, you know, it's a boring part of it, but it's got to get done. It's got to get done, and theoretically, we should be pretty close after that. Oh, I also want to add textures. Oh, I don't want to wait till Thursday to do that. I will wait till Thursday to do that. I'm going to try to add textures to all the walls so they look more scuffed and beat up and stuff. So I'll make some more of those, and I'll wait till then to do it. But yeah, that's my plan. That's what I'm going to do, and yeah, it was cool to live stream for a bit while making this game. Go check out my books, my games at plotfatherpublishing.com, or look up Danny Oakes on Amazon for my books and stuff. Oh, man, I'm going to watch kids, put them down for a nap, and then take a nap myself. You guys have a good day.